You're listening to the Nerd to Know Media Network. Join us at nerdtoknowmedia.com.
Broadcasting from the Blanchistan Center, this is Phoenix FM.
The internet is a communications tool used the world over where people can come together to bitch about movies and share facts.
According to the Nerd Index, you should be upside down in a junior high toilet around the clock.
This is We'll do it live! Time goes in, time goes out. Never miscommunication.
It's over 9,000! My name is Foxy.
The balls are in there. Do a barrel roll! Don't phase me, bro! It's a trap! I'm a firing believer! Time to do. Hey, Charlie, wake up! Oh, God, oh, man!
Welcome to this week's edition of the Nerd to Know Basis Show, playing on Phoenix 92.5 FM and all those wonderful places on the internet. Episode 184. I am Cian, and with me this week are...
Oh, ahoy! It's there. Some lad just robbed what's it? Like a gas station in Texas, wearing an upside down WWE title belt. Isn't that crazy? He looks like a creator wrestler.
We spent 10 minutes prepping the topics.
We haven't even gotten past the intros here.
He looks like a creator wrestler.
Clock in front of me. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, Sarah.
Is that why? Because I was doing my little intro and I heard you go,
true. Okay, hold on. Actually, apparently it happened in 2002. But I mean, come on. Why would you walk in committing a crime wearing an upside down WWE title belt?
Hey, listener, I'm glad you're here to cover the best news stories of 2002 with us.
Hold on a second. I'm just confused by this, Kev.
This happened in Florida?
No, Texas.
Close enough.
Anyway, hello.
That's where all my exes live.
Well, there you go.
There. Did they have an upside down title belt?
No, that's why they're exes.
Oh, fair.
Because I got the title belt.
Katie is the superstar champion.
Absolutely. Well, ahoy, everybody. My name's Dara, and I derailed the show, apparently. Sorry.
Not apparently, just obviously.
No, we have evidence, recorded evidence.
Literally right there.
All right, keep it going. Introduce yourself, whoever's next in the alphabet.
Ahoy, I'm Kev, timekeeper extraordinaire. And I have spent way too much time playing a video game.
That's the exact criteria we're looking for here. And finally.
And I am Mannequin Blue, just awake from my nap.
Thank you very much for waking up for us. We appreciate it.
Of course.
To people listening, we are recording at night. She didn't have like a 3 p.m. nap or whatever.
But
hey, those two.
Yeah, but
hold on. There's nothing wrong with a 3 p.m. nap. That's
we
a
have
power
nothing
nap.
but respect for them.
Or a disco nap. Thank you, Katie, for telling me.
When I am
nap.
in my country house, I get up at like 8:30 in the morning. I can have a 3 p.m. nap if I want.
I was trying to defend your honor here. I'm not taking shots.
Surely
I am defending my own honor.
I'm trying to defend if you're awake at 10 o'clock at night.
It is one of the shackles as we of the wage slave parties that need to break so that we can have our 3 p.m. naps.
Hey,
3 p.m. naps.
Okay,
oh my God,
okay.
I cannot believe I teach during the day and deal with this at night.
Hold on. Everybody, here's what you do, right? Not condoning this, but I'm pulling the chair up backwards, turn the baseball cap backwards. Real talk. You work at home. Again, this is not like advice, but you work from home. You put, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. in your calendar. No one's going to question it.
3 to 5. 3 to
5. No one's going to question it. It could just say meeting. There you go.
Okay.
I had a job where I could just fall asleep.
Okay, now here's the secret. You get a flight. You book a flight to Texas. You get a WWE Championship belt.
Turn it upside down.
You find the closest gas station you can find.
I like the notion that by it being upside down, maybe they thought, they'll never recognize it.
They'll never know what What does MM mean? They'll never know.
Mermaid Man.
I mean, specifically wearing the WWE title belt, it's like that's gonna make it a meme status. I mean, unless the whole point of it was to become a meme, because we're still talking about it over a year later.
Over 20, Dara.
No, it was 2022.
Oh, 2022.
Oh, you said 2002.
You said
Did I?
2002.
I'm sorry.
Oh
that was on
no,
me.
it's worse than that. When you started telling the story, I thought it was like happening out your window or something.
Yeah.
There's an immediacy to like.
Well,
I
it's
thought
right.
it was just happening.
Oh no! I mean, I wish it was, because then it'd be more entertaining. But no, this happened like a year ago, apparently.
Hey, listen, not to paint with a broad brush, but exactly, I'm going to do that right now. That just sounds like wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Everything is wrestling.
It is. You know what I don't understand though? I mean, and no shade to anybody that has them, but I can never bring myself as an adult to buy a WWE replica title belt and then bring it to shows at me. I'm just like, you didn't earn that.
You did. You earned it with money.
No, I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know. It just seems weird to me. It's like,
As well, like
look at
pay
this-
to win.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like some people would buy one and take it to wrestling shows. I'm like, okay, if you're going to get in the ring and defend it, then fair enough. But if you're just going to like hold it, it's like, this is awkward, bro.
Yeah, but what if you're doing it as like a cosplay?
Oh, that's different. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. But I mean, some people just show up with the belt and just have it with them.
Like over there, like business suits or what?
Like they're in Burger King sometimes. Like
You're at like a black tie, and instead of a cummerbund, you just have like a replica WWE.
now that
shirt.
would be cool. That's a
And you wear it
power
upside
move.
down if you want to be covert.
Well, there was a wrestler who did that called The Miz, and he turned it upside down for Miz for M.
Oh.
So it's been done.
You should have turned it upside down to W for Wumbo.
But then that's the right way up. That's just wrestling WWE in general.
Now, Dara, are we certain that it wasn't the Miz that robbed this Texas gas station?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't The Miz, yeah.
Pretty sure, not certain.
Well, they have a different body type. They're a different
I mean, people's weights change.
yeah, they're a completely different
Yeah.
body shape and height. Like,
But people
They're
don't turn the
completely
belt
different
upside down.
Or it could be like a surrogates thing.
the movie Surrogates with Bruce Willis that nobody saw except for you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I can't believe someone else has seen that movie. That's awful. An awful movie.
I love it. It's great.
Why? It's so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
We had a plan for the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is a lot more fun.
Yeah, the camera's glitching out, but I promise you, I am audibly face palming as much as I can.
I can't believe someone else has seen Surrogates our age. Genuinely. That movie was awful.
Uh,
Oh.
Smell a watch along.
would you like to explain surrogates for the group, or will I?
No!
No, go on, Katie. You can't tease the audience like that. Go on, you explain it.
Okay, so Surrogates is a movie set in the future where technology has become so advanced that they have created like human puppets that you can pilot with your mind, and they're called surrogates. And basically, Bruce Willis is a detective. Is he a detective? He's investigating people who have
like a
been
PI.
murdered.
He's
He's a PI, yeah. So
Yeah.
people who've been murdered through their surrogates, which shouldn't be able to happen. Because if you kill a surrogate, the person should just be able to wake up. But someone has been targeting surrogates and killing them, and then the pilots are also being killed.
Yeah, that's
It's
basically
awesome.
it. And the big twist is that he's actually using the surrogate the whole time.
Well,
Well,
everyone's
of course.
using
I feel like
surrogates.
that's
Yeah.
not doing it would almost be the twist.
Oh, it'd be
No,
insult.
That's your hope.
Yeah.
No, but that's it. Like, it's like the whole, like, you think that it's him, and the whole movie is just bizarre. Like, it came around the same time as like Gamer. Remember Gamer?
Mm.
Where it was like Jared Butler was in
Like
the future.
on death row or something.
Yeah.
Oh, there
but-
were like 2 or 3, the shooter as well.
No. But this was specifically the same kind of idea where like they're all puppets basically as well, but they either volunteer to be puppets and either they take part in like Call of Duty or The Sims or something. And it still has some of the grossest scenes I think I've ever seen. Particularly,
No, I must be thinking of a different film because I do remember this.
yeah,
It's got,
Shooter.
it's got
Shooter
the
was a
guy from
movie.
6 Feet Under in it and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, Shooter. You're thinking that was a Mark Wahlberg movie where he was a sniper.
it looked very similar on the poster. Yeah,
It did, but they're completely different movies.
This is super on brand for me, but it does sound like Surrogate just sounds like a Gundam plot.
We'll
Oh
see
yeah,
you
no,
soon.
I mean, I think they did 100% rip off like anime for that, but yeah, I mean,
Is this the
Jesus.
Metal Gear?
Katie, I did not
That's some
expect to think
foreshadowing
about.
there.
I did not expect to think about surrogates today, so thank you. For
Surrogates is great.
Oh,
that.
oh my
Actually,
God!
hold on.
Talk about Comic Con.
Also, his wife is Rosamund Pike. Like,
Hold on. I'm gonna do some preparation here on the air. 2009 is when it came out, and it has a Rotten Tomato score of 36%.
Okay, now you
hey,
have
it's a great movie.
Great movie.
So, Kian, tell us, how was your Comic-Con?
Oh, great! I bumped into a bunch of surrogates. No,
we should do a surrogate panel.
Yeah, I don't mean to be the party people, but very briefly, I just want to thank everyone who came to support our panel at DCC, which at the time of broadcast would have been 2 weeks ago. Dara very kindly recorded the panel and put it up on our Spotify and stuff. But we had a lovely time. I had a lovely time at the con as always. I did the 2 days, but before we kind of go into our major topics, Katie, how did you find your kind of day at Comic-Con experience?
Well, first of all, I'm surprised that you and Dara are still friends after the panel. Because it got heated there.
I think I'd categorize it as civil discourse.
Yes, for anyone who may be coming to this fresh, we did the trial of J.J. Abrams.
Which is up on the feeds now. You
yes.
can actually go and listen to it, and I'd recommend it. It was a very fun time.
And it's our best quality
and me
show
and Dara
ever.
went head to head as defense and prosecution.
Yeah. In fact, go listen to it now. We'll wait.
Yeah,
we can wait.
But we'll watch Surrogates.
It's actually it's funny because I actually did try to up the production on it, and it's like the best quality show we've ever done.
Well, there you go then. That's quite a high endorsement because you're always very good with the tech stuff, you know.
Thank you. I tried.
But no, it was great fun, and the kind of the people at Comic-Con were very helpful. Like my wife who's pregnant, so let her like kind of move a bit faster through the line, like, you know, kind of very accommodating. Like everyone who came to our panel was like really, really good. And we went to the title's escaping my mind, but we went to the kind of professional cosplayers panel.
Oh, the content creators.
Content
creators. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Jordan Brown there absolutely killed it. She was fantastic there on that. Certainly I met Michelle Gomez, and she was like incredibly kind to my daughter, and anyone who's like good with my 3-year-old kid is like gold to me forever. So that was a highlight. Like Kev, was there?
It's hard not to be good with Prim though, because she's just so nice.
Anyone who takes the initiative with a stranger's kid, like, you know, and just sort of is incredibly friendly, like be they a celebrity or not, huge respect points, you know. And it's I can't imagine what it's like for celebrities there, meeting like 200-300 people a day, all with their questions and like all that kind of stuff. So huge respect, like, you know. But Kev, like, what was your Comic-Con experience like?
Very good. I kind of spent most of the same things with you. I mostly spent most of my time around the artist alley and the trader hall. But I'd like to give a particular shout out to the little glass rat.
Yes,
which is just one of the more fascinating kind of odd, because you go to the artist alley and you're seeing a lot of prints, a lot of cards, really nice things. The little glass rat does custom stained glass, and it's absolutely stunning. She's on Twitter. She's got Etsy. Check her out. I bought a beautiful Princess Garnet piece from Final Fantasy IX. Just because it's like nothing I've ever seen at that sort of like at a convention before. It was incredible.
Yeah, actually, that was because I was separate to you. I was talking to other people who happened to buy them, and yeah, that does give me the name of the artist again, there, please.
The little glass rat.
The little glass rat does seem to have kind of won the day. And I'll quickly give a shout as well to the panels. Were great fun. We went to the Father Ted one, and like they're hilarious, you know, as you'd expect. Dara, like you were there with someone who'd never been to a Comic-Con before. Like, what was your kind of experience like?
Yeah, I mean, it was grand. I gotta say, I'm gracious in victory, Keen. I know you were bested, but it's okay. We're still friends.
What do you mean victory? It was a tie.
Let me have it, Kev. Let me have this one.
It actually wasn't. Kean won with an asterisk.
I didn't actually want to point that out, but yeah. Did you hear back the recording that you edited and were at?
and it says
No, here's the problem. Yeah, Dara's the editor.
my plan.
Well, I've got to say that Dara is the winner.
Damn, you said an awful lot like Dara for that last third. That's crazy.
I could also edit in that applause as well. So
Amazing. Your voice turned into Microsoft Sam for 3 seconds there. I don't know why.
No, I mean, it was really good time.
The Denver Broncos.
The Denver Broncos. Mr. Black. Oh my god, the Simpsons reference a little bit. Anyway, no, I mean,
just want to say I had a great time at Redacted.
Thank you for everyone who came to Dublin Comic Con.
They should just make a Redacticon and just cut out the middleman.
But no, seriously.
Thanks to
everyone who came to the Comic Con. It was super fun. It was interesting opening it up. We kind of got a bit of a different crowd than we normally get. Again, I'm really happy with the production. We're going to try up our production now going forward when we do these kind of cons and panels and live podcasts and stuff. And it's okay. I mean, I still know I was right, but that's the main thing. I still can't believe they didn't know about Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Oh, I
can't believe this. I mean,
that's my version of the ejector button on any conversation.
I mean, that's when I was like, you know what? Even if I lose here, I've seen what you cheer. Hey, don't boo me. That meme,
Stop booing me. I'm right.
I couldn't believe it. And if anyone was listening and they're like, "Oh, go stop this podcast now," or the radio, and then turn it off, and then throw it out the window.
Pull your car over on the M45.
Or even do a big U-turn around. Go home, push everyone out of the way, go upstairs, and buy Knights of the Republic 2.
Katie, you can actually get it on your phone now.
I have it on my phone. I have it on the Switch. I have it on the PC. I have it on everything.
Do you need to play 7 versions of it at once?
Over time, Keen, yes.
No, hold on. I am going to swing to Dara's defense on this one because I own Resident Evil 4 on pretty much everything.
Oh, really?
That game on.
I own Skyrim on every console I own.
Yeah.
I do actually own 3 copies of Final Fantasy X and the first Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, I'll eat my own words.
Hey Kean, that's a real nice glass house you got there. Shame somebody threw stones in it.
But the thing of it is, what I will say, I'll be honest, right? Knights of the Old Republic is the best Star Wars medium, and I'm shocked that at a Star Wars panel these people didn't know. And if you listen back to the recording, I kind of became a bit unhinged, so I do apologize for that. But I was shocked. I was shocked and appalled because as I walked out, Dark Nihilus walked past me. And I'm like, "Where were you? You should have been in there."
In fairness, the panel was about kind of more mainstream Star Wars.
That's true.
More like public domain Star Wars.
But you see, Katie, I mean, still.
you're this close to like being a guy who like hands out Timothy Zahn books on like Henry Street next to like the Buddhist monks and all them selling things and all that.
Let me tell you about our Lord and Savior, Knights of the Old Republic.
I mean, I'd gladly do that. I'd be like, "Hey, here you go. Here's like USB." But then Disney will arrest me or give me a cease and desist letter for like handing out media, which is why you can just go on GOG and actually the Steam sale is on at the moment. Just pick it up for like $4. It's great.
Steam sale is on at the moment. I got Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh man, you know what games I bought actually? So last week we talked about the wrestling game. I actually bought the New Testament where you play at the time of Jesus, and then it's such a bizarre, crazy game, and you can be the apostles and witness the crucifixion, or you can stab someone in the Colosseum and then get arrested.
I would actually like to use Katie's point there to segue into a headline I feel like we should touch on. On mention of Horizon Zero Dawn, I would like to absolutely ruin the mood right now and just make a point that Lance Reddick passed away.
Oh no!
How is that related?
He's in it. He's one of the main characters in Horizon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when did this news break actually?
Oh god.
Last week?
Late last week.
No,
so
it was
like
late
maybe,
last week.
Maybe
Late
like
last
you
week,
know,
Friday.
yeah.
you know how sudden it must have been. I was scrolling and like I saw like a photo from like Lance Reddick's Instagram of like him and his dogs, and it's like, oh okay. And then like suddenly like the next, it was like suddenly loads of photos, and it was like, oh, what's going on here? So I've no idea what happened there. Like I don't want to be morbid, but
They
like,
I don't think they put it out there.
Okay, fair enough. Like, you know, but I did notice that. Like,
yeah,
you
no,
know,
like it's like he's kind like he's one of those actors where I'd have known him, but only now have I realized just how prolific he was. Because like and just from so many kind of different vectors. Like a lot of the people I found mourning him were people that knew him from Destiny, where he's been a fairly long
he's a huge part of that.
But then even then, old school TV watchers probably know him from The Wire.
That'd be where I'd know him, yeah.
That's it. Whereas I probably like the most prominent thing I know him from to recognize is John Wick.
Or The Wire.
concierge. I haven't watched The Wire. I'm gonna
Kev, what? What are you trying to do to me?
Okay, just to interject here, the news broke on the 17th, so St. Patrick's Day, and it was natural causes.
Okay.
Mm.
That
And he
is
was
insane, though.
60.
He is a huge loss, though, and you're absolutely right. Like, he is incredibly prolific, and he's the kind of actor who you don't realize how many things he's in. Like, we haven't even touched on John Wick, really.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's not sure. That's how. It's funny. Tomorrow, so we record on a Wednesday. It's out tomorrow in the Lighthouse, and it's out everywhere else on Friday. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, John Wick deserves its own episode.
Yeah, John Wick's unreal. Also, Katie, I don't think you were here on the show last week. I sent you a list to the New Testament. You should check that out. It's
Okay.
it's a fun time. Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah. Okay, let's get the top. Kev, what time are we at?
It's 3 minutes left.
We have run through 20 minutes of the show.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right. I have a running order that I'm going to do my best to fight for. And subject 2, yes, we're up to subject 2, is I promised Kev,
we do radio
Kev
good.
a rant and Dara a review of the new Shazam film. So I'm going to go to Kev first because I want you to get your emotions out first.
That's fine.
Go on, Kev.
This won't take long.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
do it.
no, this won't take long. So I watched Shadow and Bone season 2 recently. And if long-time listeners may remember, I went to bat for this show back when I watched the first season about 2 years ago. How odd at 5.
That bad.
They messed it. They messed it bad. They messed it real bad.
They done goofed.
So like this, okay. So I'm coming at this from somebody who, after watching that first season, loved it a lot and decided to go and read the books it's based off, which is a whole, like, several like different short series of YA books. They're brilliant. They're absolutely stellar books.
It's like a whole universe and a bit like Discworldy. Like, lots of the books aren't from the same point of view of different characters and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And what the TV show in the first season did that at the time was kind of clever was they brought characters from the other series, because Shadow and Bone, in the first series, its own trilogy that focuses on the set of characters. The first season of the TV show brings in other characters from the latter books and just kind of ties them in and establishes them. Problem with season 2, one of the several problems, is that now those characters are here and have to do things, but their story hasn't started yet. So let's have them go on a fetch quest for a magic MacGuffin that never existed before this. But while they're at that, which is taking already a pretty significant part of this season up,
right?
Hey, Netflix is kind of going down the toilet right now. This is me assuming what the creators were thinking was Netflix isn't doing so hot. What's the over under on us getting a third season? Probably not. How about we try to speed run this ending? What's that? We got 2 books left. Cut like 80% of the plots and this, like, let's just go.
Yes, sure. Who needs story in your story?
They cut out so much. So many fundamental plot beats things that lay the groundwork for further seasons or further books, non-existent.
But why though? Because like they obviously they scrapped, was it what, 1899 just cause? Like so like if the compulsion was all right, let's just rush this to the end. Why bother? Why care enough to make half the effort?
I don't
Why
know.
spend the money?
Yeah, exactly.
Because the worst part is I wanted some catharsis on this. So I went to Twitter. The worst part is
that's your first mistake.
Always is that Twitter is getting flooded by so many people just standing this show sight unseen. Just going to bat for it because
I'm really sorry. I'm bad. What does standing mean?
Just like
sticking up for, like, fanboying.
So Keen, hold on 1 second, Kev. I need to explain it. Do you remember the song by Eminem, Stan?
Of course.
No.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it where you love something to
so
like
much
a toxic
it's
degree,
almost
like...
homicidal. Yeah.
Okay.
And listen, guys, I get it. Ben Barnes is very pretty. I understand. I'm right there with you. I watched Prince Caspian when that came out. We deserve better.
You watched Prince Caspian? Why?
Hey,
I watched it.
I've read all the Narnia books and I haven't even seen Prince Caspian.
Okay, we're going off on a different tangent. Prince Caspian rules, and I won't have another bad word heard about it.
It doesn't.
Eddie Izzard is a mouse with a sword.
Oh my god.
Susie
we have
Eddie
another
Izzard.
panel here. Sorry, go on. I respect your opinion, Kev, and you as a person, but we disagree.
You're actually, by the way, Katie is right. Her name is Susie now.
Oh, fair play.
Oh, fair play. Sorry, I wasn't aware.
No,
Susie Eddie Izzard.
Oh, lovely.
But yeah, no, Shadow and Bone. And then, so that's, as I said, that's me coming from the perspective of somebody who read the books and is just frustrated by the fact that they have completely gutted it. Cut to my fiance watching it with me, who has not read the books. Literally, like, because the first half of the season is pretty solid and kind of follows, and then it starts spinning out. About halfway through, like the second, third, last episode, she just got up and walked off. She's like, I'm just bored. I just don't care. Like, they've introduced characters that frankly might as well have not had a name, and they're spending so much time on them. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, and yeah, no, I as I said, I really went to bat and recommended the show to so many people. So to them, I'm sorry.
But the first season can still be good.
Yeah, but
you still watch it.
Yeah, but then you're just kind of left with the start of a story that's pretty decent.
Look, I stood by Heroes Series 1 for a good 20 years.
Yeah.
I think you can hop off the boat when it's getting bad.
No, because there is a fully different boat that's better, and you can just read the books.
Well, actually, it's funny you bring that up because I wasn't planning on bringing this up, but we watched the Luther film last night. And the strange thing about that, even though we really enjoyed it, we watched like all the series to kind of get ready for it, was it's both a film and sort of a sixth series and a reboot for like, and an audition for Idris Elba to be James Bond all in one, and it somehow works. It works really well. And like Andy Serkis is like the best villain ever. It's worth it, even if you're not into Luther, to watch his performance in it. But I was kind of watching it going, okay, essentially Netflix is recreating this BBC series for its own platform. So it's putting money into this new IP. Why is it throwing out Shadow and Bone, which is a successful thing? Like, what's the strategy? Why are they taking things that are working and throwing them out and taking other things and putting passion? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the strategy?
That's a great question. In fact, we have done, I think me and Dara fully did an episode on what's happening to streaming services.
Okay. Yes. I think I missed that one. Yeah.
And you can check it out on nerdtoknowmedia.com. And if you want to help support us, you can go over to our Patreon and give us some money.
You like
My
money?
goodness. Dara's not even here. That's just a button that we can push.
That's, the Dara soundboard has give us money and go buy KOTOR.
Give us money for KOTOR.
Oh, there you go. Katie has to
Give
figure
us
it out.
money so Dara can buy more copies of KOTOR.
He needs to buy more phones to put KOTOR on.
You can put on a Switch too. I'm just saying.
Also, give us money so Dara can go see movies that nobody's talking about. Dara,
Shazam 2.
tell us about Shazam 2.
Shazam 2. And here's the thing, right? So I actually went to go see this in a different cinema than I normally do because my mom, you know, I don't take her into town. And she
If
really
anyone
likes
wants
the
to
cinema.
go and like make a cup of tea, there's going to be like a 3-minute review of the cinema itself now.
No,
I'm
there's
just gonna
not.
put that out there.
There's not. But I will say,
How are the hot dogs?
what is with kids taking pictures of themselves in the cinema with flash on? Oh my god, it's the most annoying thing in the world. All you see is
It's dark. That's why.
yeah, but what are you taking pictures
But
of?
why? They're going to be bad pictures.
I'm not
I
defending
just don't
it.
get it. I mean, look, take a picture before, after, the screen if you want to, with the flash off. Throughout the entire movie, every 20 minutes, flash. And I'm just like, what are they doing? These cannot be good pictures. They need to ban kids from cinemas. They need to ban 16-year-olds from cinemas. That's all I need to say.
I see you say that, and like it activates the old man yells at cloud aspect of my brain. I get that. This is incredibly specific. I get that for when we're on like trains to different counties in Ireland, and there's like a flock of 9 either teenagers or early 20-somethings making TikToks and playing.
Oh my god, I saw that. I saw that as well.
Over and over again. What do you mean you saw that?
They were doing that as well. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, that's
Like,
half of my commute into work.
It took me so long to figure out why are you listening to the first 6 seconds of Mr. Lonely. Oh, you're making a video, right? Just what's the thinking? Like, you know. But anyway,
you know, when I was at the Louvre as well, loads of people were taking TikToks or making TikToks, and it took me so long to figure out what they were doing. But it's even more annoying when it's at the cinema during the movie, and I'm no. That's and look, I have no problem. I have no problem people doing whatever they want to do, but in a cinema, if you need to check your phone, sit at the back. That's what I do. Fair enough, right? Because I will check.
Yeah, or turn down the brightness or something.
Yeah, and it's fine. And you don't disturb anybody because they're don't. Yeah. I can't comprehend taking a picture of yourself in a dark room. I mean, it's like, what is wrong with you?
Conversely, you could just take a picture of yourself in a dark room and claim on social media that you're at the cinema and save yourself some money.
I'm like, you spent all this money, and like the cinema I was in was not cheap. It was, it was like, this at least cost €12. I mean, you can do that outside for free, or you can go into, I don't know. Anyway,
here's the problem, Dara. The kids pulling that nonsense, or the kids with money. That's the real issue.
That's fair.
Anyway,
so I normally don't get that in my normal cinema. So I was like, oh, this is annoying. But it was my mom's birthday and Mother's Day, so I was like, right, you really like Shazam? Let's go see Shazam, right? I also really like Shazam, and there's some controversy now with this because apparently The Rock, pulled some stuff which we'll get into. The Rap confirmed it. But anyway, so the movie itself, look, I really enjoy Shazam. I really like Black Adam. I just like the silly goofiness of the whole thing. I think
the fun side of DC.
But I have to call this out. So the movie starts in Athens, right?
Right.
And then they go to the Athens Museum. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the Athens, that's the Acropolis Museum, right? And
like the real one, like?
The real one.
Okay.
And then it cuts inside it. And it wasn't.
Oh, we're in Moon Knight territory again.
Oh my God!
I believe we're back to the British Museum.
It always comes back to the British Museum.
This needs to be a spin-off in its own right.
No, it wasn't that. No, because this was supposed to be the Athenian Museum, the Acropolis Museum, right? And I mean, I've been there many times. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, great! It just looks like they shot it on a movie set because obviously they did. But they have a random collection of statues that aren't from the time. They have a fake statue, which is from the 19th century. And I'm like, who okayed this? What are you doing?
Hello, class. And I would like to direct your attention to the skeleton of Dara's movie review, where we have started at the top with the review of the cinema and kids taking photos.
Yeah.
And as we move our way down, we go to the fake museum portion.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. This is how it is.
This is a highly curated experience.
And I just...
The gift shop is on the way out.
And that's
Lego.
And the Lego. And that took me completely out of the movie. And then I just couldn't buy it for the rest of it. But then I came back around and I was like, okay, I thought it was really good. I mean, I can see why people don't like it. Aside from the museum part of it, I mean, if you didn't like it because of that, I totally support that.
Can I just ask, is this what The Rock
did?
The Rock call out the film for having the wrong museum? Is that the scandal?
Yes, for teasing the museum. They teased us with the real one.
But like for all of the things that you could take umbrage with in a Shazam movie, you suspended disbelief for the museum.
I couldn't, Katie. I couldn't do it. That was my bridge too far.
For all of that was your line.
That was my line. I'm okay with the gods. I'm okay with the the superpowers. I'm okay with all that nonsense. But when it comes to the museum, particularly when I can't say the word I want to use because we're on A5, when they tease that it's actually going to be in the museum, and then they have fake statues, like statues that didn't even exist in Greece. It's like someone should have proofread this. I would have done it for free. I
think you have to start offering this service.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, if you go to that much effort and no one's like, yeah, that's not real.
Because then effort, they just probably flew a drone by it.
It's a movie about superheroes, and the statues aren't real.
The statues aren't real.
That's the issue here.
That's
in a movie about a child who turns into a man.
Katie, living in his foster home with 5 other people who also do that.
Katie, listen, all I'm saying is if you're going to tease someone like that, at least do it right. I mean, here's the thing, and also has some American lad giving the tour. There ain't no way an American lad is giving a tour in Greece. It's going to be a Greek man giving a tour in English. What? Have they ever been to Athens? I'm like,
Katie, grab your mental health Tamagotchi.
It upsets me so much.
I need a moment alone with my mental health Tamagotchi. Excuse me.
Okay, I take on board your passionate and valid feelings about the museum, but if that hadn't happened, would the film have been okay?
I'm just going to say, Warner Brothers in DC, listen, if you're listening by some act of God, any God you want, could be anyone you think in the movie, right? I'll do it for free. Just let me see this. Just let me see the layout, and I'll be like, that isn't right. Just replace it with this, and it would have been fine. Because I would have been okay if it had been kind of like it. But I mean, they have a big open space, and they could have done. I'm just like, it's just so stupid. It looks really cheap, It looks like it was shot on a sound stage, and I'm like, lads.
That's probably because it was.
I know, but you're not supposed to know that, Oh.
All right, tell you what, I'll go see Shazam 2. We'll pick up next week.
And Cian will tell us why it's wonderful.
But no, what I will say is here's the thing. If you're a fan of the first one, absolutely go see it. I had a really good time watching it. All museum taken away from it. I think the cast is really good. The villains are actually really good. It is very paint by the numbers, though, to be fair. I mean, like, you see the twist coming a million miles away. It expands the universe quite well. There's some cool cameos in it. It's a bigger movie, which is actually nice. And it has a cut. So there is some controversy about it. So the movie has bombed, basically. I think the franchise is dead.
I'm surprised because I mean, the trailer was great. Like,
the cast is great. The movie's really good.
I'm surprised it even got a sequel.
So was I, to be honest with you. But
like, it was a movie that was made really cheaply that lots of people really liked. Which you get a lot in horror movies, but not a lot in superhero movies because it's so expensive to make.
The director is very famous for being a horror director.
Exactly. Yeah.
He made Lights Out and stuff like that. But anyway, so this was supposed to set up Black Adam versus Shazam because Black Adam is Shazam's main anti-hero villain, right? The Rock. So according to the Wrap, which confirmed there on Zachary Levi's Instagram during the week, the Wrap confirmed that in Shazam Fury of the Gods, the Justice Society from Black Adam were recruiting Shazam in the post credits. The Rock denied access to himself and made the last minute decision to add in Emilia and John. So they're from Black Adam. It was supposed to be The Rock or Waller. And this has all got to do with The Rock's attempt to restructure the DCEU around him and Henry Cavill's Superman, which is why Zachary Levi wasn't allowed to be in Black Adam. So that cameo that happened with Superman was supposed to be Shazam all along, which I mean made sense. I don't know why Superman was actually there.
Well, Superman was there because we assumed Henry Cavill was gone.
No. But I mean, like, I get that part, but
Yeah.
Black Adam is Shazam's main guy. They fight. That's what they
I
do.
get that, but imagine how funny the end of Black Adam would have been if, like, the post-credits thing was Amanda Waller going, all right, but if you're going to be on this Earth, you're going to have to deal with what we got. And then dorky Zach Levy turns up. Hey, dude! Fear me!
But I mean, that's what happens in the comics, dude.
I know, but just the tone of it, like, you know. But I'm sorry, so you're basically saying there's like a civil war going down in DC.
Well, no,
the creative direction.
It's a war that's over now because this is before what's your man's name? Gunn. James Gunn. Yeah, before James Gunn got his promotion and he just scrapped everything. So it's a war that never started except in The Rock's mind.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Someday there's going to be a really good book about the ins and outs of like Star Wars and DC and all that kind of stuff when enough people have like either stopped caring or passed away or the NDAs have like gone away. There's a much more interesting behind the scenes story that we're getting even with this stuff, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I mean, well, this was confirmed. The Wrap actually, broke this during the week and then it was on Zachary Levi's Instagram. So it's not rumor, it's 100% confirmed.
Oh, I believe you. I just mean that like what's happening in these rooms behind, like, you know, that we don't know about.
And you know what? They went through all the effort of restructuring the DCU, and at no point were they like, we need to get the museums right.
Oh my God. Katie, tell us about your Tamagotchi.
I don't want to now.
Like, on Katie, even in Animal Crossing, which again you've helped me out greatly in, and I will say Animal Crossing is the cutest, best game ever. All the artwork in that is accurate. Do better, DC.
All of the old
here's
statue artwork.
Why don't you play Animal Crossing and build the museums correctly?
I did. It's awesome.
Oh,
Katie,
of course
help me.
you did.
Katie, help me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is new information to me.
Well, we didn't advertise it.
It's the best game ever. It's so fun.
It is.
It's actually wonderful.
we did it at like 4 a.m. It was awesome.
Did. It was great.
Oh my God. Okay. My plan is burning up before my eyes, and I wrote it down on a phone.
So
I'll tell you what.
Okay,
so my plan. Sorry, Katie. 1 second. My plan is when I do the show is to derail the show as much as possible.
You succeed
every time.
Every time.
Yes,
Sorry,
every
Katie,
time.
Good job, sir. I'll tell you what, Katie, you collect your thoughts. Because I was going to go to the fake martial arts, but frankly, I think Dara needs a break.
Yeah.
Store up your museum thoughts, and because you can't cut across if you're leading. Do you know what I mean, Dara? Like, so instead, I want to know why a game made Kev cry.
Yes.
Well,
Kev, we want to know. We want to know.
There's so many reasons. Listen, that's a big question. That's going to get a lot into my life. But on specifically, I have finally done a feat I did not think I would ever get to the end of. After over 2 years of playing it, I've finally reached the end of Final Fantasy 14, or like the end of the saga that plot.
Right, that was an online game, wasn't it?
Yes, this is the MMO. And it's basically over the five like from base game and 4 expansions.
Right.
It tells basically the Heidelin saga. And it is one of the most powerful and engaging Final Fantasy plots I've ever played.
I am shocked because I love Final Fantasy. I've never heard anything about 14.
It's like if you break the surface of that fandom, it's huge. Fun thing, actually, just before I started the second last expansion, Shadowbringers, I saw a poll. I think it was primarily a Japanese poll, but a fan poll ranking everybody. I think last year was the 35th anniversary of Final Fantasy as a brand. Yeah. So they ran a fan poll of like people ranking their favorite Final Fantasy characters, all like total. And I swear to God, beating Cloud, beating Zidane, beating Yuffie, Tifa, Aerith, beating all of them was the main villain for Shadowbringers. Emmett Silk. he was the highest rated character in Final Fantasy by these fans.
I feel so left behind.
And like I saw that and I was like, again, I hadn't played it by this point. So like, that's wild. That's like Cloud Strife.
Yeah.
Number 2. And you know what? After playing Shadowbringers, yeah, you're right. Emmett Selk is great.
Why did you cry?
Oh, just like because
emotions, King.
Big emotions. Because like it's as I said, this is a story that I think my log time when I checked it there about the time I finished is over 640 hours. But on top of that, being an MMO, this like it's unique in like a modern Final Fantasy in that this is a character I made. And it's very pure role play in that, where it's a character that you make and the decisions that you choose define that character. There's several different jobs and classes you can do, so many different like side quests, and the way, particularly like with the way the last expansion Endwalker uses game mechanics to reinforce plot, it brings together all the decisions that you've made across again what has been an
like a proper like Mass Effect style experience. Like
I'd say bigger.
Really? Wow.
I'd say bigger. It's obviously it's a predetermined, it's one singular predetermined path.
Right.
Like you're everybody gets the same end game.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because again, my brother plays Destiny, like, you know, and it's kind of like you are at the heart of this narrative, but so are the million other people playing this narrative. And I never get my head around that aspect of it, you know?
14, like it can be almost disconnected. 14 is very much almost designed as a single player narrative and a multiplayer game.
Right.
Like you're in a world and there's thousands of other people interacting it, but when you're playing main scenario quests, you are the warrior of light.
Okay.
And just like it brings together just so many aspects of like the decisions you made specifically to an end in Endwalker, and it like because there's whole like one of the main areas you go to is Garlemald, who in proper Final Fantasy fashion are the Magitech Imperial Army country. Pretty standard stuff. But like when you're kind of like gearing up to finally go and actually enter that country, you have this massive scene where you're building this group and you're building these people, and it's all these people that you've interacted with, and it's almost kind of it specifically gives presence to the people that you've spent the most time with.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. And that's obviously not even talking about the story itself, which again, 600 hours, it's way too big for me to even start talking about.
Can I just say, it's really nice to see you happy. like genuinely. Like it's not like something, oh no, this nice thing I liked was ruined. Like, you know, like surprised by a gaming experience. No,
Final Fantasy 14 has been a joy, and I cannot stress this enough. It is free to start. And it is PC and the PS4, PS5.
Okay, all right.
But it is like, and again, free for a significant. I did not pay a penny into this game for a year.
Okay, all right.
It's free up until level 60, no matter what class. You can pick all that are available before that expansion, and it's free. And you get to play up until the end of the first expansion for free.
How accurate are the museums?
Hey, there's no museums. No museums to be accurate. Then
there you go. Okay, that's
not very accurate.
Because I'm terrified of online games, but you've actually convinced me to go play it, and I may even get a PS4 to play it. So
yeah, and it runs shockingly well on a PS4. I played it for a PS4 for that first year. Runs really, really nicely. And like it's obviously, as I mentioned, it's an MMO. As much fun as I've had playing it, like playing through a lot of the main story quest on my own, I'd always encourage people trying to get more friends to play it as well. Like some of my best times have literally been hanging out by a beach with some friends and just floating in water and talking over a Discord chat. It held a particularly special place when like COVID made it difficult to see people.
Yeah, no, I get that. No. Okay, so that's fantastic. How many minutes do we have left, Kev?
Just under 5.
Katie, you don't have to talk about your Tamagotchi, but if you don't, we will be talking martial arts again.
I mean, I was kidding when I said I didn't want to.
Oh, you're kidding? Oh, I'm sorry.
She absolutely wanted to. Go, Katie, go.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Have you met me?
Sarcasm doesn't work on the radio.
It just doesn't work on me in general.
Katie used the sarcasm. It had no effect.
I don't know, Cian. I don't know, Cian. Have you met Katie? She was at your wedding.
She's very tall, apparently.
It hurt itself in its confusion.
Okay, yeah. So very quickly, I have been basically I was introduced to this mental health app for your phone by my wonderful roommate, Irish Wolf Mother. Go check her out. She streams. And it's basically a Tamagotchi that you take care of by taking care of yourself.
Ooh.
But it's actually like, the more I've gotten into it, the more I realize it's actually like a really fleshed out app. Like it has things like, so the main body of it is you hatch a bird and you give it a name and you take care of it. And, you know, you set goals for yourself to do during the day that then power up your little bird. He goes on adventures. And, you know, you're like, all right, fair enough. But I love this dumb little bird. Like, I would die for this dumb little bird with his little rucksack going on adventures.
Okay, well, like, back up a bit. Is this like a piece of technology or is it an app or what?
It's an app.
It's an app, okay.
Yeah, it's an app that you could get it on your phone, like, but like, it's not just the bird as well. It's, you know, obviously you can set your goals and stuff, but it also has things like soundscapes and meditations and exercises and breathing exercises and quizzes. And it has like, you know, anxiety kind of first aid, you know, where you can like bring yourself out of a panic attack. And,
okay,
you know, it's got things like quizzes, and I think I said quizzes, but it's got things like quizzes to see like where your mental health is at. And, you know, you can like keep little journal entries, and it's just like, it's a stupid little thing. Like, it's just, you do all of this, you take care of yourself. And in that, it gives you like tokens to like dress up your little bird and decorate his house and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And I just love it. Like, is
this a free to download thing or?
Yeah. So there's a free version and a plus version.
Right.
And the plus version, I think, is like 40 something a year. But like, you can get on perfectly fine with the free version. They're like, I'm using the free version, and I've actually been using it for the last couple of weeks. And apparently I've done such a good job taking care of my dumb little bird that they gave me a temporary upgrade to the paid version.
Oh,
so like, it's just such a nice, like, it's hard to talk about without actually going like, look at it, it's here.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at my dumb little bird and his little mushroom hat.
Oh,
it's currently waving its hands like a little toddler.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. So that's another thing that you can do is you can add friends.
Oh, amazing.
Like actual people.
Oh,
and then send each other little supportive messages.
So can they go to a museum?
Maybe if they want to. I mean, I don't know where he goes on his adventures.
He's going to take your phone and take a selfie in the museum. Cinema with the lights
I mean, we could go to Athens now, folks. Well, not now, but eventually. And
what it sounds like is you found the pure good bird app to counteract the cursed flaming bird app.
Yes.
What's the cursed flaming app? Are you talking about Angry Birds?
Twitter.
Okay.
The original Angry Bird.
Oh, okay. Actually,
yeah. So Katie, if anyone is interested, it's called Finch. Okay. I don't know if I said that.
Finch.
Is it free? It is free, is it?
It's free to download, and then you can upgrade it. But like, it doesn't, like, there's not a huge amount of features that are locked off to you in the free version. So it's kind of whether you decide if you want to upgrade it or not. But like I've been using the free version and it's brilliant. Like it has like preset goals that you can pick from, add to your list, but then you can also like add your own goals and time. Okay. And one more thing, it doesn't judge you for not completing your goals. Awesome.
Okay, because that's the reason why I tend to drop these game apps, because they start nagging me into more and more stricter goals, and then I just throw them out.
I will never forgive the Duolingo bird.
Another angry bird.
It does send you notifications, but it's just things like, you're doing great, drink some water, you know?
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to install that. You've convinced me. Before we wrap up, I will just say, to bring this episode full circle, Surrogates is on Disney Plus.
Oh,
If we have convinced you to go check it out.
Watch party.
we do have some breaking news. We have to go a little bit long just for this because news is literally breaking as we're speaking.
Did they catch that guy breaking into the gas station?
No, this is actual news that affects us. GameStop looks like it's pulling out of Ireland.
Oh,
they're still in Ireland?
Yeah, so this is doing the rounds on Twitter, and it's on GameStop.ie right now. We're sorry to inform our loyal customers that as of the 22nd of March, we will cease the provision of a number of services in Irish stores. These include the sale of gift cards, trade-in, and purchase of used devices and accessories.
So isn't today the 22nd of March?
Yeah.
So
it looks like
at the time of recording, it is 11 o'clock on the 22nd of March. So your window for getting to GameStop, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, so it looks like it doesn't give a date when they're going to pull out, but a bunch of services have stopped today. And it looks like it could be June. Now it's interesting about this because like Argus is getting ready to shutter its doors now as well.
Yeah.
We're just not going to have shops.
Yeah, so the only thing that's left here, and this comes from Amy Barashik on Twitter, but it is actually on the GameStop website. But the only thing we're going to have is CEX and Smiths.
Buy your games in Smiths.
Yeah, Smiths is great.
Genuinely really good.
Yeah, it is. Also really good for Lego too. But yeah, so there you go. Real quick, I mean, everything else we've talked about with the exception of the mental health app has been complete nonsense. But what do you guys think about actual news that affects like probably everybody listening?
Truly cannot say I'm surprised and found this to be an inevitability because that is a store that has been cannibalizing. That is a company that's been cannibalizing itself for years.
It's insane though.
Like they have been overcharging for games and trying to push subscriptions. Like it was a hostile store to go into.
Yeah.
I think I told the story before. I still remember going in for their closing down sale and like going up to buy like a Kingdom Hearts game for 30 quid. And they literally, as I was at the till, took the half price sticker off and tried to charge me full price.
No.
No, seriously.
No.
Like in front of me, like not even like discreetly. Like no, like obviously they were shutting down. They didn't care, but I was like, wow. I just like maybe Kev were like, we did so many of those customer service courses, and like. I've met nice people in GameStop, but they never had the ethos that they seem to care. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no. And from what I understand, this may not be correct now, but several years ago, I'm pretty sure a lot of their employees worked by commission. So,
well, there you go then.
Wow.
Oh no, I don't want to put the blame on the employees. Never put the blame on the employees. I'm just saying there was something funky. I mean, that wasn't GameStop the one that made them buy their own hand sanitizer.
Oh God!
There is some lad, Prince Camelot. I think he's on the internet. Basically, he has done several exposés on GameStop. But I think it's crazy that it's like, you know, all the shops seem to be closing around Ireland now. Particularly like, what's next? I mean, Argus. And then GameStop and like comic book shops that could be next.
The running theme is prominent British retailers because they're just not getting stock anymore. That's the big reason Argos is shutting down. They like the Irish branches are getting
not in the European Union thing as well. Or
hashtag Brexit.
Yeah, Brexit, like just Brexit and so many other factors. Like
everyone raid Tesco's now.
Tesco is a funny one considering. Have you seen the state of Tesco's in the UK right now? I think Tesco is fine because they're sourcing a lot of stuff from Ireland. But
Right.
yeah, no, GameStop and Argos, like obviously they're just not getting crates from the UK right now, and
Also,
it's just not.
Argus
profitable.
apparently is the cost of business. Cost of business is really expensive. Apparently,
Oh.
too expensive. I don't know. Sorry, that's just news that broke. That is breaking as we're recording. It's old news when it's going out, but still,
Yeah.
I mean, I want.
Exciting for
we
us.
were missed.
It's exciting news for us, but for the listener, like,
Yeah.
So yeah, when
I'm sure everything will
Argos
be on fire by the weekend.
So yeah, when GameStop eventually does shutter here, go out and get some free games and make sure they keep that half price sticker on it this time.
Yeah. Watch them. Watch their
Watch them.
hands so they don't like put a
Eyes like a hawk.
exactly. It's like I saw that. All right. Sorry, Keen, you can end the show.
Can I?
Well, I mean, keep going, but I'm assuming you have places to be and people to talk to.
At 11
Okay,
o'clock at night.
all right. No, seriously. Thank you very much for giving me the steering wheel back there.
I just drove it off a massive tangent, but I gently parked the back.
Your auto, like in the bus going off the bridge, going, which way do I turn?
Go
Okay.
banana.
Mannequin Blue, is there anything you want to say or plug before we wrap?
Yes, still streaming on Twitch. Go follow me over there, twitch.tv/mannequin blue. Also buy my art. You can find all of my links to my shops and wish lists and everything, either through my Instagram or through my Twitch.
Excellent. Kev?
I don't do much. You can follow me on Twitter at KevTolic94. I feel like I had something else to plug, but I can't think of it right now. So that's where we're going to leave that.
Oh, suspense.
Suspense?
Tune in next
Or
week to see if Kev remembers the thing he was
Is it
supposed to say.
suspense or is it deteriorating mental health? Well, only time will tell.
Get the Finch app. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Finch, but I would definitely be up for it.
No, Katie, we already fell over this. I have a mental health app and I'm paying a monthly subscription for it, and it's called Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, get a dumb little bird. I love my dumb little bird.
A nice one, not a mean one. Like the angry word, like the angry birds and such.
No, it's a cute little bird. He's got a mushroom hat.
Ah, sweet.
I named him Beepo.
Bebo?
Beepo.
Oh, Beepo.
Dara, anything you want to say before we wrap?
Yes, my dog just walked in because he also wants to say something. Mowgli, what do you want to say? Just didn't want the door closed. Anyway, yeah,
This is
border collies.
quality content.
There you
We're
go.
wrapping this up on.
Anyway, yeah, no, I do want to. Okay, I have to get this app. Katie's convinced me.
Use my
right.
friend code. You get bonuses.
Oh, you've won me over with bonuses.
Wait
Anyway,
a second. Hold on. This is the pyramid scheme.
pyramid scheme. No,
See,
speaking of.
Katie pitches 3 birds, and then we all pitch 3 birds.
No, if I get 5 referrals, then I get an exclusive llama pet, and I want that llama pet.
And then we have to get 5, and then we get the llama pet.
And
just
then
keeps
our
going.
llamas shoot to the moon. And
To the moon.
And then the
I want
bird,
that llama pet.
and then the birds sell Avon products.
So, speaking of pyramid schemes, guys, we need money. Go over to Patreon right now. And it's funny. No, like, I'm not joking. Our Patreon was a joke between me and Martin on the rewind. And then we actually no, we will. So we have the X-Pack Euro, the Bookly tier, where you can tell us about your own list of boys and we'll rate them and see what they're like. The X-Pack Euro is just, because why not? And yeah, there's other tiers that we're going to add.
I'm sorry, we had a ranking boys tier and I was never told.
You're told now.
I'm good. I want to be invited to the boy ranking.
The Bookly. We can't use boys because it's legally distinct.
The Bookly, yeah.
Yeah, the Bookly. So
no
we have
idea
to
what
use
either of
that
you were
term,
saying.
legally distinct. We don't want to get sued here. But yeah, if you guys want to help us out, nerdtoknowmedia.com, all the links are there, all the shows are there, and there's an exclusive show as well on the Patreon. So, I mean, there's a lot of reasons to join. It's a bit of crack.
Yeah,
and
the
more
top
we get,
tier,
the more
you
we
get
help.
to watch surrogates with us.
Oh my God. Imagine. Watch-alongs. Yes.
Yeah, the top tier is you get to take pictures with Dara in the cinema.
He
don't
will give you a
encourage that.
guided tour.
Do not encourage that. That's
No,
not good. I mean,
only if you pay us money. Only if you give us money.
Oh God! Don't take pictures in the cinema during the movie, folks. That's the moral of the story. That's the title of this episode, actually. Don't take pictures at the cinema.
I'm doing the social media, not you.
I'm spitballing here. But
All
other
right,
than that,
it is a very catchy title. I apologize for being snarky.
no, you're well. You're okay. Yeah, but if people do want to support us, nerdtoknowmedia.com is where all our shows are. There's at least 2 shows a week. The Patreon is there, Spotify feed is there, the panel's there, and yeah, book us for panels because we want to do more cons and such. So yeah, there you go. And follow me on Twitter.
And equally, like, we're always looking to have friends on the show. If you feel like you'd have a lot to say on the radio about Star Wars or God knows what, sure, reach out to us. Or even if you're not comfortable talking on the radio, message us and we'll bring up the topic that you mentioned. We like knowing what people are talking about because we're in a little bit of an echo chamber here. We've only just gotten rid of Star Wars. So we could use the new points of view.
For now, but yeah, people do want to follow me at DarryWV as well on Twitter. But yeah, I mean, it's an open call for anybody. We made a lot of friends at Comic-Con who we're going to have on the show pretty soon. So it's an open door.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I was very succinct there. Thank you. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in to our special 184th episode spectacular. We really should plan something for the 200th, but we'll have that conversation.
We tried that before and we forgot about it.
We did. We forgot about the 100th.
Yeah.
And the 150th.
No, we did a Simpsons thing for it. I remember.
Oh, that's true.
We had a special retrospective.
We did.
Of all the episodes.
We forgot the 150th though.
We did.
Yeah. We actually made a joke that we were going to do something big and then we just totally forgot about it. And then we were like at 160.
Dara, that was the mystery box.
Oh, the mystery box. There you go.
We don't talk about the mystery box.
And we don't talk about the 150th episode.
Also, I do love that after the panel, Dara just chucked the mystery box in the bin.
To be honest, I think if you'd done that in the panel itself, you would have won.
Oh, drat. We need to redo
this.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
On that note, throw out your mystery boxes. Watch Surrogates if you're old enough to watch it.
Buy Nights of the Republic too.
Go to museums. Cry at Final Fantasy. Maybe see Shazam, but skip the first 10 minutes. Get angry at Shadow and Bone if it makes you happy. And get a little Tamagotchi that makes you happy. Why not? There's some wholesome life advice for you there from our 184th episode spectacular. So, until next week, thank you so much for joining in, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
She says I'm not romantic. I say she's too dramatic.
All right, so you're listening to the podcast. You're like, hey, I'm not in Ireland. How do I get in touch? Well, TuneIn has you covered. That's how you can check us out live when we're on the radio. You go to TuneIn and download the app, or you can check out the live streams on nerdtoknowmedia.com or Phoenix 92.5 FM. If you want to get in contact with us, it's very easy. Nerd to Know Media everywhere. Nerd to Know Media on Twitter. Nerd to Know Media Instagram. Nerd to Know Media on Twitch. Nerd to Know Media at gmail.com if you want to reach out via email. Hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you for listening to a Nerd to Know Media production.